face. Go on, smile, girl. Why you don't want to smile? Grandma and Mama said she'll be 81 in February.
You couldn't sit in the front.
Oh, the bus, period. So if there wasn't no seats in the front,
you had to get back
you still had to go straight to the back.
Right.
What if it was full in the back and there was seats in the front?
You had to stand up.
I didn't know it was like that. I thought you had to get up. Like if a white person got on the bus if you was in the front. But you just couldn't sit in the front, period.
White people, you couldn't sit in the front of them. You know, just like if it was seats like here, and white people sitting here,
yeah.
Well, you still had to get back to the back. You pay your fare, and
you knew though after a while just to go straight to the back.
Yeah.
So how Rosa Parks ended up somewhere where she had to get up? How Rosa Parks ended up in the seat to where she had to get up? What the bus must have been full and she was in the back, and then a white person got on, then wanted her to get up out of the back seat and go further to the back and stand up. Oh, okay. So you experienced all that.
Yep.
It didn't kind of make you mad?
It make me mad. That's the reason I say I don't like to go down to the museum. It do something to me inside now. You know, just like if I go down there and they got old dudes sitting up on the bus.
Talking about get to the back. What is a dummy?
Yeah.
Oh, you been down there? I ain't never been down there.
Yeah, I've been down there.
You went to the Martin Luther King, the Lorraine Hotel and all that? Well, he got killed at. Martin Luther King got killed at. You been down there?
Yeah.
I ain't never been down there.
I went down there one time. The first time I went down there, Linda had Trey down there when they were here. And I went down there with them, but I still don't like that bus.
I ain't never know they had no bus down there like that.
They got a bus down there.
I don't know what I would have done back then. See, my whole thing is, that's why I know it's God playing, because the thing, see, God has put in me to generate income. And see, same way God controlled Pharaoh's heart, he had to be controlling Martin Luther King and all their heart at the same time too, because it seemed like to me if Martin Luther King could call a march or something, and 100,000 people show up, eventually, see, them white folk knew that he was going to start thinking about generating income. Because, to me, they could have solved their problem in Alabama way quicker than he did. How they did what they did, talking about getting back in. See, they never did. See, Martin Luther King, his philosophy never did empower black people though. Because my thing is, if you can get 50,000 people to come to a march because you say come, I'm telling people, but man, dig down in y'all pockets right now. It's 100,000 people out here. Y'all dig down. Everybody put $10 in this bucket right here. Y'all see, y'all trust me, put $10 in this bucket right here, and everybody who look around, you ain't got $10. If you got more than $10, if you can help somebody and give somebody $10, you do that, and you put that in this bucket right here. That'll give us, if 100,000 people put $10 in the bucket, grandma, you got $1 million. And $1 million back then, that's a lot of money. That man could have went and bought 50 buses and started his own bus line. And said, look, y'all ain't got to walk to work, ride on our buses. And you employing people and everything now. See, all that money that we giving them to ride their buses, that's supposed to be our money. See, his mind one day, and it had to been God, because it wasn't the time. Because he could have easily done that. That's why the white folk killed him. Because he got to thinking, when Martin Luther King started focusing his mind on money, when he started talking about reparations for slavery and all that, man, them people were like, man, we got to do something with dude, because if he wake up and realize how much power he got, see, he didn't realize how much power he had. Once he started realizing how much power he had, he'd have been a threat to them, because it's really about that money. It's about that money. When if he could make people walk 10, 15 miles to work every day, don't you think it'd have been easier for them to give him $10 so they could buy their own buses than to get up and walk every day to work? They'd have happily done that. Only thing I can say about that is God didn't put it in his heart to do that. He was saving it. Because Martin Luther King, when he went all he was thinking about is equal rights. And that's what the conflict he had between Malcolm X. See, Malcolm X was like, man, these white folks ain't gonna never treat us like them. See, Malcolm X was a realist. He was like, man, these folks is evil. Martin Luther King was still trying to give them a chance. You see what I'm saying? To repent. Like he saw one day, look, we all gonna be kicking into your kids, red kids and brown kids gonna hold hands and play together. He saw that vision, and Malcolm X was like, man, we need to be separate from these folks. And then we can deal with these folks on a respectable level, because they ain't gonna respect us if we don't never have our own thing. See, in a way, both of them was right, because Martin Luther King didn't want no violence, and then Malcolm X, he didn't care about violence, but see, they was getting closer and closer too. That was the power. See, they needed to be together. But see, I think in my heart that God put all them prophets who came before me, all of them on the inside of me. So I got a little bit of all of them in there. And that's how I was supposed to be. See, Martin Luther King was straight this way, and Malcolm X was straight this way. When they started compromising with each other and getting close to each other, look, bam! Malcolm X had to go first. He went first. And then Martin, because he wasn't as big of a threat as Malcolm X, really, because he was still talking about no violence, and, you know, so they let him live a look 3 years later. But they had to get him too, because Martin, at the end, Martin had gotten more radical. People don't even realize that. I want them to do a real show on Malcolm X. I mean on Martin Luther King, because he wasn't no punk like they be trying to portray him as, like he was all meek man and this and this. He just knew how to use his words and his heartfelt love for people to do his situation. It took him a while to show anger, but he wasn't no soft man at all. Not to be doing what he did, but my whole thing is, I would have been like, man, we can buy our own buses. There's 100,000 of us out here. Y'all give me $10. And the people who ain't got $10, if you got 20, you give the man next to you $10 who ain't got it, and y'all put this money in this bucket. And tomorrow, I bet them white folks who own them buses wouldn't say no to that money. If he didn't, he would have had them fighting each other. Because you come with somebody $500,000 cash, talking about you want 50 buses. Man, them white boys who got them buses, they gonna take that money, grandma, because that's what they want. They don't care who they selling it to. There's one thing that's gonna beat that prejudice, that hatred out, is that money.
I'm telling you.
Then that way, people won't have to walk. And they would have been empowering themselves. Look, we can do. And see, if he would have done that though, then he got to thinking we can do this. Okay, y'all want to treat us like this? Okay, we ain't gonna go to none of y'all grocery stores, and then we gonna open up our own grocery stores, and all our money gonna stay. See, he really hurt black people too, though, by trying to integrate and go to school. That's what Malcolm X was saying. Marcus Garvey said the same thing. We can't be independent because we giving all our money to them. They own everything. So if we start thinking about ourselves and stop thinking about integrating with them, look at all them baseball players and basketball players and stuff, that if we would have stayed separate, like if we'd have kept the Negro League baseball, eventually all the white people was going to start coming to black people game, because the black people played better. You put your white team up against my team, our team, and see who win. Come on, grandma, you know that. Basketball, football, whatever they wanted to play. The white man knew that. It wasn't because his heart changed, because black people we've been. No, he knew. See, the white man's smart. He about that money. He like, if we keep letting these black boys stay in their own league, we got to let them in our league, because if they stay in their own, they gonna get bigger than us. Because once white people get to seeing that these black boys can play. I went to a black Negro League baseball game the other day. That boy was throwing the ball 100 miles per hour. And they had some black dude hit the ball so far. See? Once he tell one, it's word of mouth, and he gonna bring a couple of his friends. You need to go check them niggers out. The white boy knew that. If we don't let them into, and then we can control it. If they playing with us.